Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Okay. All right. Okay. It is so cold outside. So, welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to hold myself accountable to work on projects that I've always saying, hey, I should be working on something. Because I am the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And so, by doing these untilit.work ciphers, it kind of allows me to be by a computer. And so since I'm by a computer, I might as well work on my stuff. At least that's the way it works in my brain. So I mentioned a cipher. A cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, just working on what you're working on, just trying to make some progress on the thing you're working on. Break sessions are 15 minutes, and they happen 15 minutes after the hour, where I will pop up on here with a video. And just in case if you ever jump into the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. That's why I have the little notice there that says you may need to click play to start the stream. So yeah, like I said, I'll pop up here, let you know, hey, it's time to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, but just kind of let your mind relax and rest from what you're just working on. All right. Then I am using the speech recognition that's built into Chrome browser to turn my speech into text. So if you click that open closed caption, a space will open up and the words that I am saying will pop up, hopefully accurately, in that space. Then, if there's ever anything during these break sessions that you thought was kind of interesting, you can kind of like create clips, right? And you get 5 clips. Each of them are five seconds long. So if you click add a clip, it'll go back a couple of seconds and mark a timestamp. Then if you click that create a highlights video before I shut the break session down, what happens is it'll save those timestamps. And then it'll take the recording of the break session, cut out the timestamps, make some clips, join them together, put an intro, put an outro, and then you'll be able to check it out. And I'll show you where you can check that out. There's a countdown timer, countdown to when the next work session starts, and then you can join the room to chat and ask questions if you so like. All right, cool. That is the break session. Work session will look something similar to this. Go loading. Cool. All right. So this is the work session. In the upper right-hand corner, we've got the menu. Subscribe has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Then there is on the other side, there's an audio player. It's from Bandcamp. So I had some friends of mine who make some really cool music, submit some instrumentals for people if they want to listen to music while they're working on what we're working on, they can. So it's a Bandcamp player, so you can like purchase the track, you can share the track. I also added the ability to tweet it out. So you want to spread the word about some really cool artists, feel free to do so. Towards the middle, we have the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in the task you're trying to get started or work on, hit enter, it'll add it to the list of tasks. You can click the text to edit it. You can click X to delete it, or if you want to mark it done, you can click the checkbox, and now we'll send it to the done section. If you click done, the header, it will show you all the things you got completed. Before I shut everything down for the day, for the cipher, you can click that Twitter icon, and it'll open up Twitter, and it will pre-populate a tweet with all the things you got completed. Cool. Then in the column to the right, there is a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. Again, that's 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a thing that you want to work on, but you kind of want to like feel productive, right? And you don't have anything to do, I have links to, and if you're not like, and if you're not new, if you're like new to coding and you heard about it and you're like, hey, I don't know where to start, I have, especially like web development, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin project. And from what I've seen and what people have told me about it, and from what I've seen from the curriculum, I think if you go through them, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can decide and make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So those are there. Now, let's say you think web development is awesome and you're just looking for like cool projects to kind of like get your creative juices flowing, right? I'm a developer. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my like responsibilities are to look over tutorials. And so I have 3 tutorials there that I think are pretty cool. And so one of them is that following the tutorial, you create an application and it has an input box. You put in your phone number into that input box, you hit call, and then the application will then call your real world phone number, and you build that conversation back and forth between the browser and your phone. Then I have the opposite where you get a virtual number and you call that virtual number from your real world phone. Your application you create from the tutorial, you'll be able to answer that phone call and have a conversation back and forth. Then I have one where it's you can I got two users like log in to an application, and then one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation. Pretty cool stuff. So that's there. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that. And then that highlights video that you sent to be created, it will show up under there, like it's a status submitted. And then when it's ready to be viewed, it's a status done, and a view button will show up. You'll be able to click it, preview the video. You can download the video. You also click to share to Twitter. Twitter sometimes shows the video, sometimes it doesn't. So I post to other different social media. And I attach the video that I download. So I just attach it to the tweet to make sure it shows up. So that's there. And Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made so that if you ever get stuck working on something, or maybe you want feedback on something, you can create a Hako, which is like a room where you can invite people to join, and then hopefully together you'll be able to give you the feedback or the help that you need collectively, right? And so that's the whole point of the Hako. So if you're to click View Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that we created. There's a filter list, so you can filter by different keywords. You can click the creator's name to either open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on where they're logged in with, to check out their profile and see whether or not you want to request to join. And then if you create a Hako, you're presented with this form. We put in the title, 3 keywords. You hit create, and it'll produce a unique URL. You can copy the URL. You can click to share to Twitter. And then when you join the Hako, it looks like this with your title at the top. Upper right-hand corner, you can leave the Hako there, or you can open the menu for some more options. We have a text chat right below that. On the other side is a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL, and you can click to share to Twitter again. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't join your room automatically, right? They're actually requesting to join your room. And you'll be able to click their username to either open up Twitter or GitHub, again, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile to determine whether or not you want to let that person into your room. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, well, you can always ban them and kick them out of the room. You, as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. And the reason for that is because, again, you're the person who wants help or feedback on something. And I think by being able to show what you're seeing to everyone else in the room, you're able to provide better context and you can get better help or feedback on a thing you're looking for. So that's why you can share your screen. The way you communicate through, Hako is through the text chat. You can type in your message here towards the bottom, hit send. It'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability for audio chats. So anybody who has their audio chat turned on will be able to speak to and hear each other. But for folks who don't have it turned on, they can still follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. I also add the ability to do the opposite, where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat, you can still follow along because any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. Cool. And I think that is pretty much everything. Yes, then you can check out all the different Hakos that we created. Cool, that is it. Great. So I'm going to get y'all back to work because I'm not going to lie, I'm starting out slow because, again, it is cold. I am not used to that. I live in Florida. Makes no sense. All right, so I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. Thanks again for hanging out. Again, see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. Here's a track by Nujabes featuring a Pawnee B. It's called Thank You. All right. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. And y'all be safe and be easy. All right. Thanks again. Here we go. Nugent Best featuring Pani B. Thank you.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank God for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show